Hello everyone, Ash here, and tonight I'm going to start doing a few videos on the new consoles, the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4. I'm going to talk about the Wii U again, about what they can do to improve themselves, what Nintendo can do, and of course, the PC as well. I'll talk about all that for a few videos, but first I'm going to start with the Xbox One. What do I think of the Xbox One, and honest to God, is it worth getting? Well, let's get to start, shall we, with the Xbox One. And we're going to start this off with the name itself. Okay. You call it the Xbox One. Why? I know your reasoning is because it's an all-in-one machine. So it's called the Xbox One. And this is, I'm going to get to this in a little bit, but first I want to talk about the name, because the thing I really want to bring up is something that no one's really brought this up. And I want to bring this up. But the Xbox One. You had an Xbox One. It was called the Xbox. It was a hardcore gamer's machine. Okay, why would you call this the Xbox One? Call it the Xbox 720, 1080. Oh hell, you don't even have to use a number. Call it the Xbox Dragon. I mean, why not make a console that's shaped like a dragon? That'd be kind of badass. Xbox Dragon. How awesome is that? Something like that. But the Xbox One, that name is really stupid. So, again, I don't like the name. I think the name, honestly, is stupid. You have an Xbox One. It's the original Xbox. This is just... Oh, because it's all in one? You should have given it a better name. The Xbox One it's a stupid name, okay? One guy said it best. You went 359 areas backwards. And I agree. And I mean, this Xbox One name is really stupid. Change the name, please. Xbox Dragon. I would love to see a console be called the Dragon, honestly. In fact, I miss Sega. I miss when Sega was calling their consoles the Genesis, the Saturn, the Dreamcast. Why can't we get actual names? I don't just names on Nintendo. I understand PlayStation, but Xbox One, really Microsoft, so yeah. Anyways, let's now talk about the look of the console. Well, let's see. The Xbox One is big. It's black. It's bland. It's boring as hell. The look of it isn't really exciting. It just looks kind of boring. And honestly, this thing looks like it's gonna be heavy too. I'm not kidding. At least with the original Xbox, that thing was heavy, but that thing had a cool shape to it. I love the original shape of the original Xbox. It was had giant X on top. And that thing I honestly liked. But this is so boring. Look at this thing. It's boring. It's bland. It looks like a fucking VCR. Yeah, this thing looks like it could play VHS tapes. They might as well have added a goddamn VHS player to it. So, okay, your next gen console is this bland and boring? Where's the excitement? Even with the 360, it still looked a hell of a lot more presentable than this. The Slim looked a hell of a lot more presentable than this. My God, Microsoft, this thing is boring. It's ugly. I hate to look at this damn thing. For Christ's sakes, the Wii U looks so much better than this. The fucking Nintendo Wii looks better than this. The Nintendo Wii looks better, has a better design look to it. I like the shape of the Wii a lot better than this goddamn piece of shit. Looks like it should be a goddamn anchor on a boat. I mean, my God. Oh, hell, the Atari 2600 looked more presentable than this thing. It's a big clusterfuck, and it is boring as hell. I hate the look of this console. Honest to God, it is boring, it's bland, it's just an ugly fucking console, and I'm sorry, but it is butt ugly. I do not like this look of this console at all. Honestly, I was hoping because this was going to be 8th generation, really get something awesome from you, Microsoft, and get a badass looking console, and you failed. Now, the Xbox One dashboard. Well, it looks like an Xbox 360 dashboard. It honest to God does. It looks exactly like the 360 dashboard. I really don't see a difference between that and the 360. You know, this is a next-gen console. I expect the dashboard to look a little bit better. I mean, something new or innovative to it. Granted, I know it's a dashboard. Shouldn't be really all that bitching about that. But at the same time, I mean, Microsoft with the 360 did have some pretty cool dashboards. I love the original dashboard they had. That was really cool. I like the design of it. Wasn't perfect, but it was a fun one. I like that one. And this to me just looks like an Xbox 360 dashboard. So nothing much I can really say. So let's move on, shall we? Now, time for the games. When I saw Xbox One's E3 press conference, I wasn't really that impressed. In fact, I was disappointed. It was a letdown. What a surprise. Well, let's see here. First and foremost, they did have one game I do want and wish was going to be on the Wii U and hell the PC. Why the fuck not? Killer Instincts. They're getting Killer Instincts, and I was like, God damn it, it's the one game they had that I wanted. There was nothing else I wanted. I don't care for Halo anymore. I mean, I'm fed up with the Halo franchises. I mean, they release a Halo game every year. Anyone not knows they release a Halo game every fucking year? Literally, and it's the same game. It's just like, oh, gee, we have to kill more Covenant. Yay. The only one that was any different was Halo Wars. Then they had that roaming game, but that was just a QuickTime event game as far as I'm called, and it was hack and slash and QuickTime events. That's all it was. So, yay. Nothing interesting there. Titanfall. Ah, yes, a game, for some fucking reason, game trailers was hyping the hell out of, was Call of Duty with mechs. That's all it was. That's all I saw on it. What else did they have? One game where it was all in a bird's eye view, and I couldn't see what the hell was going on. Battlefield 4. See right there. I just don't care. Oh, Call of Duty Ghost. Yeah, well, it's Call of Duty. It's like every other Call of Duty game. I will say Black Ops 2 is good, though. I like Black Ops 2. But, okay, let's see what else. Dead Rising 3. It's zombies, you kill them. I guess that's good. But yeah, I mean, except for Killer Instincts, I wasn't impressed. There was not one game there that I said I have to get. Not one that looked interesting in the slightest. Even that game, that Q game, I don't remember the name, where you can control time, they didn't show any gameplay footage. They just showed a cutscene. I'm supposed to be impressed with a cutscene? Okay. So yeah, games-wise, I would say their library of games is a huge disappointment, except for Killer Instinct, which, God, I wish that was on the Wii U. But anyways, so the games were a disappointment. Now, the Xbox Kinect. Okay, question. Why does this have to be plugged in all the time? Why would anyone want to use this damn thing? I mean, really, what's the point of having it? I could understand maybe if you want to put it as a separate buy, that's fine, but why are you having to automatically have to install this onto your Xbox One? Honestly, I just get this feeling Microsoft has this, like, some way they can now go into your head when you're sleeping, and they can put ads into your head now saying, buy more Xbox One stuff. And if they see a PlayStation 4 or Wii U, they'll be like, destroy that console you want to when you're sleeping at night. I just get this feeling they'll do that with you, with this fucking thing. I mean, that's what I get. I just get this sense they're going to do that. Like this thing, I mean, it's just creepy. This whole fucking Kinect being plugged in and watching all the time is creepy, to say the least. I really don't like this, and that's the reason why the Xbox One is $500 fucking dollars. Is this thing, the Xbox fucking Kinect? Which leads me to my even more irritated problem with the Xbox One. Okay, let me show you what I mean. You know how Xbox One and Microsoft have been promoting the hell out of the smart glass technology? Well, guess what? That doesn't come with the Xbox One. You have to buy that separately. So if you want the full experience of all of the Xbox One's bullshit, you're going to have to buy this separately. Yeah. What irritates me about this is that Microsoft could have easily fixed this problem by actually taking off their goddamn Kinect and putting that in, because I'd rather have that smart glass technology than something that can watch me. Honestly. Rather have the smart glass than the freaking Kinect. If they're going to put the smart glass in there, then yeah, I can understand the $500 buy. But the fact is that this is a separate buy really just... And the fact is you can't even play all the games with it. Yeah, you can play probably have little mini games you can play with it, but you're not going to be able to play the games on the smart glass. I think it has some cool ideas with smart glass. I do think they have some cool creative ideas with this, but the problem is it's a separate buy. You have to get it separately. Honestly, if this had come with the Xbox One instead of the freaking Kinect, I think it would have been a better deal. But no. Yeah, I know everyone's saying, oh, smart glass is expensive. Well, you know what? I mean, I'd rather have the smart glass than the Kinect. But anyways, moving on. Now, the controller. Honestly, I like it. It looks presentable. It looks nice. It has a good polish to it. And honestly, it looks like a gamer's controller. The only thing they got right here so far has been the freaking controller. Wow. They got the controller right, but they failed on everything else. What the fuck? So yeah, I do like the controller. I gotta give Xbox this. You did a good job on the controller. Too bad you couldn't do everything else as good. Now I have to give Microsoft some credit. They did fix some of their policies. Their always online policy, their their used game policy, trading with friends, all that stuff got fixed. Despite Xbox One fanboys trying to put back on there for whatever reason they want to, but they did fix those policies. Granted, alpha makes sense at best. They can always reverse those policies and put those policies back into place. Don't know why. But this is the question I want to ask Microsoft and the Xbox One. I want to know. And someone please tell me this. Okay, who the fuck is the Xbox One trying to sell to? Who are they trying to sell this thing to? Because it sure as shit, it ain't a hardcore gamer's machine. Does it look like a hardcore gamer's machine? Does it look like something a hardcore gamer's machine would go on buy? No. Are they trying to do what Nintendo Wii did? Where they're trying to sell to the grannies and the grandfathers and the older adults? Well, guess what, Microsoft? You're going to fail there too, because one, it's a $500 console and no one's going to pay that much. Two, Nintendo Wii was $250 when that launched, had the motion controls, and had Wii Sports. It was a perfect storm for Nintendo. It really was. This is not. This is $500 and you have to freaking Kinect. And honestly, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be intimidated by just the damn size of that thing. This is what pisses me off. They don't know who they're selling to. They don't have a clue who they want to sell to. It really feels like to me, they don't really have an idea who they want to sell to. They assume everyone's going to buy it. When launch day comes for this thing's going to bomb badly at launch. That $500 price tag is going to bomb badly, and just everything else. Honest to truth, that's the truth. This thing's going to tank when it comes out. It's going to be a miserable launch. It's not going to sell. The PlayStation 4 and Wii U are going to kill it. I am going to say that right now. They're going to kill this thing. And Review Tech USA said best, it's arrogance. That's what it is. It's freaking arrogance on Microsoft because how well 360 did. This is not going to be the same. They're going to fail. Now, does that mean this console's going to have a Sega meltdown? No. They can redeem themselves. Hopefully they'll maybe wake up and make a new console that is for the hardcore gamers, that looks presentable, and that's maybe $300. Let's hope. But honestly, right now, I don't like the Xbox One. I think this is going to be a freaking disaster for them, and all around, it's just, I didn't like anything about the Xbox One. Except for that controller, this is just this whole thing feels like a disaster. If I'm going to give the Xbox One a grade, it's a D-. Except for that controller, it would have been F if it wasn't for that controller, but it's getting a D-. And this is Ash saying so long, I'm out. Good night.